What's up everyone, welcome back to ARTV. My name is John and it's time for a review of the sophomore album by the R&B artist and dare I say superstar at this point, Khalid. This is titled Free Spirit. It's coming hot on the heels of his Sun City EP. In fact, a couple of tracks like Better and Saturday Nights are actually on this new album here. And obviously he released his debut album just 2 years ago, so he's definitely really following things up pretty quickly. And at first, I was kind of on board with Khalid. I still like his voice. I think he's very strong. He's also soothing in many ways, a good tone and fit for the R&B genre, but he also mixed in other elements. You could definitely hear some hip-hop production, but also something that felt a little bit more classic, a little bit more refined. I thought American Teen was a very good record, at least a very solid one for a debut. There were a lot of tracks on there that were really enjoyable and solid, but there was also a lot of fluff, a lot of filler. And as I said in my review of Sun City, I felt like he was really needing to innovate or else die. Not in a commercial sense, because business is booming for Khalid. There's definitely a big demand for his style, apparently. But I mean innovate or die in a creative or an artistic sense. And unfortunately, Free Spirit kind of feels like the continued death, a slow slide down a slope, because this album is not bad. It's just kind of tasteless. There's not a lot to offer. There's not much going on here, and there are 17 tracks. It's nearly an hour's worth of music. Some of it we'd already heard before, and there are interesting moments in there, but there's also kind of misleading ones that feel like they're gonna go somewhere and they don't. Now, there's a lot of producers, a lot of big names, from Stargate to John Mayer, who also has a guest spot on here. Thought it was going to be more of vocals, but it's more of just a guitar thing. It definitely comes in, does his thing there. Obviously, Murda Beats, so many other people are involved in this project, and it seems like those names could come together and make something more concrete, something to make Khalid stand out. But instead, over the course of this very run-of-the-mill record that's neither offensively bad or notoriously good. It just kind of exists, and I think that's the biggest problem that I'm having with it. There's tracks here that I do see myself coming back to. I do think Talk was a good single selection. Disclosure, the duo actually did production on that one, and they made something that has a bit more of a shimmer to it. Something that does kind of accent the best qualities of Khalid's voice, and it brings them over a track that's talking about the early stages of a relationship. Now, relationships are a big theme with Khalid because he's young, he's 21 years old. There's a lot of new things coming at him, both in his personal life, which I like when he addresses that. I feel like that's when the record does get at its best. Tracks like 100 kind of actually talk about the wolves at the door, which are essentially friends who are coming out of the woodwork to ask for favors and things from you. Love that track. Really like Talk as well, but those moments, they're kind of scattered throughout, and it's almost a scavenger hunt to actually see if you can stay awake until the next one. If you're drinking coffee, writing at Starbucks on your laptop, working on that novel, then this might be the soundtrack for you. But if you're looking for something a little bit more in the realm of interesting or persuasive or convincing, this record probably isn't going to scratch that itch for you, because again, I reiterate my point, this album is not bad, it's just simply bland, and it was made, I feel, to almost fill this void that didn't really need filling because we've already been suffocated with enough generic material. And not that this is super generic, it just feels like it's kind of playing to other styles. It's taking influence from so many other genres, but also other artists who have already come before us in R&B and even alternative or hip-hop. And this record just kind of floats on by for me. Again, not bad, but overall for me, this is a strong 2.5 out of 5. That's just my opinion and take though, so I would love to know what you think. Let me know in the comments section down below. Please drop a like on this review and subscribe for the love of music. If you want to see my review of American Teen, Khalid's debut album, then tap here, or tap here for another recent video on the channel. All of my socials in the description, and I'll see you soon for more on ARTV.